Embracing minimalism is more than just decluttering your physical space. It's a mindset shift that can transform your relationship with material possessions and, ultimately, with yourself. When I first started my minimalist journey, I realized that so many items I once viewed as essentials were actually adding unnecessary stress and expense to my life. By consciously choosing to buy less, I've discovered a newfound sense of freedom, clarity, and intentionality. Here are 10 things I stopped buying after going minimalist, and how letting go of them has made a difference. First, I stopped buying fast fashion clothing. Previously, I used to shop for new outfits every season, chasing trends and filling my closet with items I'd only wear once or twice. Now, I focus on quality over quantity, investing in versatile pieces that last for years. This change not only saves money, but also reduces the environmental impact of my wardrobe. Second, I let go of the habit of purchasing single-purpose kitchen gadgets. My drawers were once overflowing with avocado slicers, garlic presses, and other tools designed for just one task. These cluttered my kitchen and barely got used. Today, I rely on a few multifunctional utensils, keeping my kitchen simple and efficient. Third, I stopped buying decorative knickknacks. It's easy to be tempted by cute figurines, vases, or seasonal decorations, but over time, these items collect dust and take up valuable space. Instead, I focus on keeping my home open and airy, using just a few meaningful pieces to create a calming atmosphere. Fourth, I no longer buy bulk toiletries and beauty products. While buying in bulk seemed thrifty, it led to overflowing shelves and unused products. Now, I purchase only what I need when I need it, ensuring that nothing goes to waste and my bathroom stays tidy. Fifth, I stopped buying physical books and magazines. As an avid reader, I once prided myself on a growing library. But eventually, I realized that most books were read once and then forgotten. I switched to digital books and borrowed from the library, keeping my shelves clear and my reading habits sustainable. Sixth, I opted out of trendy tech gadgets. It's easy to get caught up in the excitement of the latest phone, tablet, or smart device. However, I now ask myself whether a new gadget will truly add value to my life. Most of the time, the answer is no. So I stick with my current devices as long as they work. Seventh, I stopped buying souvenirs and travel trinkets. While traveling, it was tempting to collect mementos from every destination. Over time, these items piled up and lost their meaning. Now, I focus on creating memories and taking photos, rather than collecting physical reminders. Eighth, I eliminated disposable products like paper towels, plastic cutlery, and bottled water from my shopping list. Instead, I use reusable alternatives, which are better for my wallet and for the planet. Ninth, I no longer buy subscription boxes or mystery packages. The surprise factor was fun, but most items ended up unused or unwanted. By cutting out these random purchases, I've reduced clutter and saved money. Finally, I stopped buying duplicates of things I already own. Whether it was extra phone chargers, water bottles, or notebooks, having multiples only added confusion and mess. Now, I make do with one of each essential, simplifying my daily routines. By letting go of these 10 categories, I've found that minimalism isn't about deprivation. It's about making room for what truly matters. My home feels lighter, my mind clearer, and my life more intentional. If you're considering a minimalist lifestyle, remember that every small change adds up, and it's the journey, not the destination, that makes all the difference. Living a minimalist life isn't just about decluttering your space. It's about making intentional choices that help you save money and focus on what truly matters. By embracing minimalism, you shift your mindset away from constant consumption, allowing you to prioritize quality over quantity. Start with your home. Instead of filling every room with furniture and decorations, choose only the items you genuinely need and love. This reduces your initial spending and also lowers the ongoing costs for maintenance and cleaning. Fewer things mean less to repair, replace, or upgrade, saving you money in the long run. Minimalism also transforms how you shop. Instead of chasing every trend or sale, you learn to ask yourself, do I really need this? This habit curbs impulse purchases and helps you make thoughtful decisions. When you do buy, you invest in durable, versatile items that last longer, like a classic coat or a reliable pair of shoes, so you spend less over time. Food expenses often shrink too. With a minimalist approach, you plan meals, avoid overbuying groceries, and cut down on waste. Rather than eating out frequently, you prepare simple, nutritious meals at home. This not only saves money, but also leads to healthier habits. Entertainment becomes more intentional as well. Instead of spending on costly subscriptions or frequent outings, you find joy in free or low-cost activities, like reading, hiking, or spending time with loved ones. You focus on experiences that enrich your life, not just your calendar. Ultimately, living minimally means aligning your spending with your values. You let go of the pressure to keep up with others, finding satisfaction in less. Over time, the savings add up, giving you more financial freedom and peace of mind. Minimalism isn't about deprivation. It's about making room for what matters, both in your wallet and in your life. Imagine a life where your finances are no longer a source of stress, but instead, a foundation for freedom and fulfillment. Minimalist budgeting is not just about pinching pennies or depriving yourself of joy. It's a conscious approach to spending less so you can live more, focusing on what truly matters and letting go of the excess that weighs you down. At its core, minimalist budgeting begins with clarity. Start by taking a close look at where your money goes each month. Write down every expense, from rent and groceries to that daily coffee or streaming subscription. This isn't about judgment, it's about awareness. When you see your spending patterns laid out, you'll begin to notice which purchases bring genuine satisfaction and which are simply habits or impulses. The next step is intention. Minimalist budgeting means prioritizing needs over wants. Ask yourself, what truly adds value to my life? Maybe it's nutritious food, a safe place to live, or experiences with friends and family. Perhaps it's a hobby that brings you peace, or saving for a goal that excites you. Once you're clear on your priorities, you can start to gently cut away the unnecessary. That might mean dining out less often, canceling unused subscriptions, or choosing quality over quantity when shopping. One powerful tool in minimalist budgeting is the concept of mindful spending. Before making any purchase, pause and consider. Does this align with my values? Will it bring lasting happiness, or is it just a fleeting desire? This simple habit can help you avoid impulse buys and stay true to your goals. Another key principle is simplifying your financial life. Automate your savings so a portion of each paycheck goes directly into an emergency fund or investment account. Set up automatic bill payments to avoid late fees and reduce mental clutter. The less you have to think about routine money matters, the more energy you'll have for what's important. Minimalist budgeting isn't just about cutting costs, it's about creating space for abundance. When you free yourself from unnecessary spending, you'll find that you have more money and time for things that enrich your life. Maybe it's traveling, pursuing a passion project, or simply enjoying more leisure with loved ones. The less you own, the less you owe, and the more you can focus on experiences over possessions. For many, adopting a minimalist budget leads to a profound shift in mindset. You begin to realize that happiness isn't found in accumulating more, but in appreciating what you already have. Gratitude grows, and the urge to constantly upgrade or keep up with others fades away. Of course, minimalist budgeting is a journey, not a destination. There will be moments of temptation and times when you slip back into old habits. That's okay. The key is to stay flexible, review your progress regularly, and adjust your budget as your needs and priorities evolve. One helpful practice is the monthly reset. At the end of each month, review your spending, celebrate your successes, and identify areas for improvement. Set small, achievable goals for the next month. And remember, every step counts, no matter how small. Ultimately, minimalist budgeting is about empowerment. It's a choice to live deliberately, to spend on what matters, and to find contentment in simplicity. When you spend less on the things that don't bring you joy, you open up more room, financially and emotionally, for the things that do. So, as you embark on your minimalist budgeting journey, remember, it's not about restriction, but liberation. By spending less, you can truly live more. Conscious spending is not just about restricting yourself or living with less. Rather, it's about making thoughtful choices that align your purchases with your values, your goals, and your genuine needs. In a world that constantly urges us to buy more, to upgrade, and to chase after the latest trends, conscious spending offers a different path. A path where value matters more than volume, and where every dollar spent is an intentional step toward a more fulfilling life. At its core, conscious spending asks us to pause before making a purchase and to consider, why am I buying this? Will this item, experience, or service truly enhance my life? Or is it simply another addition to a growing pile of things I rarely use or appreciate? When you choose value over volume, you begin to focus on quality, meaning, and personal satisfaction, rather than simply accumulating more. Consider the example of clothing. The fast fashion industry bombards us with endless new styles at low prices, tempting us to fill our closets with items we might only wear a handful of times. But what if instead you decided to invest in a few well-made pieces, clothing crafted from durable materials, designed to last, and aligned with your personal style? These pieces may cost more upfront, but over time, they save you money, reduce waste, and bring more joy every time you wear them. This is conscious spending in action, prioritizing value, longevity, and true satisfaction over the fleeting thrill of a bargain. Conscious spending also invites us to examine other areas of our lives, from the food we eat to the technology we use. When grocery shopping, it might mean choosing fresh, wholesome ingredients over highly processed snacks that offer little nutritional benefit. When considering a new gadget, it's about asking whether this device will genuinely add to your life, or whether it's just another distraction. By making these choices mindfully, you not only improve your own well-being, but you also support businesses and practices that align with your values, whether that's sustainability, ethical production, or supporting local communities. One of the most powerful aspects of conscious spending is the way it helps to clarify what truly matters to you. By tracking your spending, you can see where your money is actually going and whether those purchases bring lasting happiness. Many people are surprised to discover that experiences such as travel, learning, or spending time with loved ones bring far more lasting satisfaction than material possessions. Conscious spending encourages you to invest in what matters most to you, whether that's personal growth, health, relationships, or adventure. Of course, conscious spending doesn't mean never indulging or treating yourself. Rather, it means choosing those moments with intention, savoring them, and appreciating their true value. When you do decide to splurge, it's not out of impulse or habit, but because you know it will genuinely enrich your life. Adopting a value over volume mindset can also reduce stress and clutter. Fewer, better chosen possessions make your home easier to organize, your routine simpler, and your mind clearer. Financially, conscious spending can help you save more, avoid debt, and build security for the future. Ultimately, conscious spending is about creating a life that reflects your deepest values and aspirations. It's a practice of mindfulness, gratitude, and self-awareness, one that empowers you to take control of your financial choices and, by extension, your own happiness. By choosing value over volume, you're not just spending less, you're living more,